Hello there, fellow parents. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Jurassic Splashdown. Episode 16, A Massive Wall as a Symbol of Love. What about forest fires in the fenced-in area? Wouldn't it speed up having forests grow closer to your base? Sowing trees takes a very long time, and there's really no need to sow trees when you live in a rainforest. So even if there's forest fires, harvesting nature-grown trees is no issue at all. Talking to kids, the kids pretend to be on smartphones. Maybe it's one of those like tin can phones on either end. Oh, but you have radio talking. Shoot. Okay. Switching the states. Still can't go outside. Can you just chill already? It's sleeping, but it's still technically hostile. Okay. Are you leaving? I'm not going out until it's, like, gone. I don't really want to get swiped by a dino. The kids have been building up some pretty good skill. Cooking 6, shooting 3, crafting 7, plants 15, because she's been basically our only farmer this whole time. Crafting 6, social 6. They're not one of those miracle babies that biotech sometimes have, which like pop out of the womb at like shooting 16 or melee 20. Like, you've seen that, I'm sure. It's a weird... I'm surprised that bug has not been resolved. Because that's been a bug since time immemorial, since the DLC released, and it's never been resolved. Why are you putting food there? Oh, there we go. Natural born shooter, yeah. It's funny to see. Alright, we are off lockdown. Which means, speed alert, that goes off. We didn't quite get... you know what? I'm close enough to AC, let's just get AC. No parties. You're all too happy. We'll party once you can go out there. So here you can see Nabla radio talking. So, learning percent is going up. And Nabla is racing towards growth tier 4. Because she has 7 days left until she ages up to 10, which is a growth moment where you pick a trait. So I'm really hoping she hits tier 4. Because currently, she gets a trait from 4 options. Next growth tier, she gets a passion from 1 option. So there won't be options for the passion, but like, gaining a passion is a big deal. So I really hope she hits next growth tier as a result. And the reason why the growth tiers are really slow is when we landed, there wasn't a lot of education opportunities. So it was very, very, very hard for them to get the sort of education that they need to have growth tiers on first arrival, which is what this whole project's about, honestly. Trying to offer them, you know, the ability to nature run and watch the clouds, and they'll have a lot better growth opportunities as a result of this project once it's done. And I think we're As far as the perimeter goes, it's about half the perimeter now. But the project is probably more like 2/5. If only it was safe for the kids to be outside. So these guys aren't that much closer to us. That's good. What about that? The barracks. It's not close either. Cool. Something else that I could do is have, let's start to have Doppy make our food at cooking 6. Rather than Ken do it, so Ken can do more manual outside labor that Doppy shouldn't be doing. And of course, these guys are coming right into our inner walls. The Thrumbo and I guess the Dino Thrumbos are kind of coded to go more or less to the center of the map tile to start eating trees. Actually, do you guys even eat trees? Because I know Thrumbo do. No, you're not dendrivores. Oh, live trees is part of your diet. So yeah, you are dendrivores. Can you imagine a dinosaur just eating trees? Like, that's insane. That's ridiculous. I love it. I love the I mean, you'd have to be like a true kaiju. You'd straight Godzilla eating trees. It's so silly. I love it. It's just picturing that in my head is hilarious. Imagine the dump you take after eating a tree. All right, so there's air conditioning. This gets flicked. And then we will set up our first air freezer here. Meaning these doors get closed. And one freezer, because it's overhead mountain, should be enough to keep that frozen. I'm hoping. I'll even just do one door. No, that's not what I want you to haul. There we go. What? Don't go to sleep. We have refrigeration. Well, okay. Yes, technically it's refrigeration now, but I'm aiming for freezing. And it's frozen. Of course, it's in the middle of the winter. It's the 7th of winter right now, so I might need more freezers as we head into the summer months, but hey, food don't spoil. That's a big deal. That is a huge, huge improvement. All right, Operation Nature Area. Let's keep going. Am I going to keep my meals in there? I don't think so. I haven't seen meals spoil, like, ever. We eat them too frequently. The way that stacks work in RimWorld is a little weird. That every time you add something new to a stack, it averages out the age of the spoil timers for the whatever's in that stack. So every time we cook new meals, it resets the stack timer. It's kind of like the concept of perpetual stew. So I've seen simple meals decay once in like 2 years. What's Doppy drawing? I don't know. Ice cubes? Who knows? He's inspired. Oh, an Ankylosaurus wandering into our refuge. That's not going to end well for it. I could start hunting for meat, but I don't really feel the need to stop what we're currently working on to do that. We're actually making really nice progress right now. No, what the? I queued up the task and he just like stopped building. I think this is fine. So just a sanity check. This should be at least 80 across, 85 across. Yes. So that will allow for nature running. Because there needs to be like a void in the middle, not near any colony objects to allow for it. I do see that there's some sleep in the heat mood penalties. At some point, I'll try to do like center air for the entire base using Dub's Bad for where is it? Multi-split air conditioning. But that will have to wait until this project's done. Alright, update copies. Where are you? Okay, not close. Baryonyx. Very not close. Yeah, I don't think there's any predators approaching or encroaching. So we're good on that front. I'm also surprised we haven't had any water poisoning risk. We've gone quite a long time without getting any like gut problems, which is nice. What sleep schedule are you on? I think having a masterwork bed is messed Ken up bad. He is like perpetually awake. Being a quick sleeper with a masterwork bed, he's just like, sleep? What's that? You guys weren't wrong. He is like Giga Chad dad. He's taken down like dino thrombos and building an entire like retaining. He built the wall and didn't charge Mexico. You love to watch your dad play Dino Crisis. I never owned a PlayStation, so I unfortunately cannot relate to the only console I ever owned. Well, let's see. I had an N64 and basically only played GoldenEye because, I mean, why play anything else? And an Xbox, the original, and like a Game Boy. Those are the only consoles I've ever owned. So in other words, I haven't owned a console in decades. But you're referencing a PS1 game, so I get that that is also decades old. Oh, we're so old, man. Yeah, I remember when Game Boys came out, how like revolutionary that was, being able to play games that wasn't like a Tamagotchi, you know, handheld and all. That was crazy. This new generation takes it for granted, but it used to be... Well, I mean, yeah, it used to be if you were bored, you read, like, shampoo bottles. Magazines. The ingredients of a cereal box. You know, I haven't noticed, but now I think about it, cereal boxes are a lot less interesting nowadays. There isn't the pressure to actually have things interesting printed on them, huh? But I think anyone roughly my age knows reading shampoo bottles. Because I can't be alone. I cannot be alone in that. You used to read video game manuals? No, that's smart. Back when video games had manuals? I kind of wish that that was like a thing that they'd continue doing. Because nowadays, there's so many video games that release, and I guess I made a job of it somewhat, analyzing the nonsense that is trying to learn some of the video games that I play. But there's certainly no lack of video games that don't explain a certain core concept and just assume that you'll, like, figure it out for yourself. And you're like, how would I possibly? How would I possibly? And RimWorld is included in that. I think to learn to play basic RimWorld is pretty challenging, but there's so many, like, tiny game mechanics of RimWorld that, like, you have to jump into, like, C# code to figure out that RimWorld is not innocent either. It is so complex. But it's also good. Because, like, you can have 10,000 hours in it and still not be an expert. Oh, you're a Mysore. Okay, you're not going to eat me unless you go crazy. Well, this wall is really getting there. We got, I don't know, 2/3 of it easily, at least. And it's the last, I would say it's probably the only true mega project that we're going to have to manage. Right? Like, I don't really envision having to build anything quite in this scope. But what a playground these kids are going to have. Am I right? How many fathers would wall off a jungle? Oh, you want to play outside? Yeah, let me just wall off a stone wall. It's not a fence. It's a frickin' stone wall of like a good acre of a jungle. For real. You have one of the names of the games, if I've ever gotten you. I've got a name in the game, but I never see myself. There's some sort of, like, I don't know, mechanic of some names showing up constantly and some names never showing up. I don't really know what the deal is, but I've seen my name, like, once. Ever. And I've seen, like, NG, the engineer, like 1,000 times. To the point where I see NG and I know that she's a craftsperson. Because she pops up so frequently. How many of you have seen me in RimWorld? That's a good question. You would know. I've seen myself once, and it was momentous. Not once. But you see yourself often enough? Oh, that's interesting. Lucky you. It's definitely not true for me. What's the pond named after me like? Honestly, I couldn't even tell you. I don't even know I don't know if I have like a preset trait either. It might have just been like randomized. Where are you going? Okay, play chess, fine. This is like the lowest mood I've ever seen Ken in. So when he was like, I want to play chess, it's like, you know what? Actually, you know, that's fine. I get it. All right, the copies are close. 3 of them. So I might need to go murder some copies. All right, one's down. My Sarah got spooked. The other one's down. I don't think I'm gonna let them rot. I don't really care about the amount of effort it takes to haul them for like the 1 meat that they provide is not worth it. Surprisingly, we only have 1 little bug in our entire playground box to be built, which is surprising. Oh, wow. Okay. What are you doing? What was it that do? Must be, I don't know what that thing was doing. That thing lunged at me. That's another one of the predators. And I don't feel safe being in this corner with it around. Alright. Revenge, it moves slower than me, so I don't need to immediately worry. Plus, holy moly, your shots are on fire. Okay. Alright. Did you miss? I don't think he missed. It's like rain, and he's trigger happy, so he has like terrible accuracy, and I think he was just like body, 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 body. I mean, it is the size of a barn door. I guess there's that. Alright. The big, because that was the most, I don't want to get compy swarmed, but like, apart from the compy, oh no, oh no. I take it back. I take it back. We got T-Rexes on the tile. Alright. Copy that. How fast do you move? You know, I might want to take one down just to say that I did. I'll probably wait until it's not raining, though. Does RimWorld show a colonist hit rate? No, it doesn't, sadly. Finish the wall? I know, I know. There's Rexes on the tile. And Rexes, if you're wondering, obligate carnivores. They eat people. There ain't too much left of the wall. And the advantage of the wall that we have is the available critters. So one thing I could do here, this will help. Let's cancel haul things and then issue sandstone chunks. So we're only going to grab sandstone chunks from the east, not the west, where the T-Rexes are. So we're going to avoid going out west. And then I also can update the close zone. To stay the hell away from where the Rexes exist. And then I'll zone restrict the colonists to close. All right, there should be plenty of sandstone within this range to be able to continue building a wall. So Ken and Spieler aren't going to go anywhere near the Rexes until I'm ready to actively hunt. Yeah, obligate carnivore is the technical term for a creature that can't eat anything but meat. So if you're an obligate carnivore, it means you, in no way can you subsist on anything but meat. You're obligated to eat meat, or you die. So like certain creatures just cannot process plants. Like Ron Swanson, obligate carnivore. All right, copies are getting a little close again. I might need to call their numbers. And then, of course, I'm watching the Rexes. I don't see them getting close to me, so there's 2 females. 2 matriarchs. But we're making real good progress on the wall, so I'll probably wait for the wall to be done before messing with the Rexes. I do want to shoot the Rexes, and I'm definitely waiting for the rain to go away, because rain ruins accuracy. But I wanna clock a Rex under my belt. That sounds like quite the feat. Oh, flare. Fun fact, tieflings and D&D are obligate carnivores. Interesting. Cats are also obligate carnivores, technically speaking. So, if you have a cat, you really can't have a vegan cat. It needs meat in its diet to survive. It doesn't mean that they only have to eat meat, but like meat has to be in its diet to survive, I believe. Or fish, but fish is a meat. Come on. This corner has been annoying. So compies are fine. The Rex is close to our walls, but because we have a wall, it's okay. That one is not that close. It has been raining for quite a while now. What the hell? Ken needs some sleep. He's tired, he's hungry. Sad to say, some people don't get that about cats. Yeah. I mean, I can imagine maybe you can have like a lab-grown vegan diet. Probably some of the lab-grown meats are like can satisfy a cat's needs, but like that's not to say that they're ethical. At the end of the day, spam. At the end of the day, like if you're gonna get a cat and you believe in veganism, don't force that upon your cat. Like, I don't think that that's ridiculous. Okay, we stopped raining, but it's fog, so it's worse. Cool. Thanks, game. I wonder, one of the things I could also look out for is if the T-Rex tries to hunt something and it gets injured, that would be a really good time to take down the T-Rex. I'd like to kill one to say I did. It doesn't necessarily mean I have to solo it. So, if I can get a T-Rex, if I can bag a T-Rex that's been wounded, that's fine. I know I'm near the compies, but I don't see them coming. Yeah, I'm not saying the cats can't eat some veggies. It's just they will not survive with no meat in their diets. Unless they're on some sort of, like, specialty lab diet or whatever. My point is they're obligate carnivores. As are a lot of... I think probably all big cats are obligate carnivores, I'd imagine. Cougars, lynx, fishers, tigers, lions, leopards, jaguars. They're probably all are obligate carnivores. It's probably a cat thing. All felines are. Whereas bears, for instance, aren't obligate carnivores. Like, bears can eat berries and bugs and be fine. I think some people in chat are a little confused about what obligate carnivorism means. It doesn't mean you can't process veggies. It means meat has to be in your diet. Due to your nutritional needs. If that makes sense. Although I'm not a biologist, so, you know, you can look up what that means yourself, if you'd like. They need the taurine for meat, and they have to have it. And yeah, they're, you know, it's just, there's some nutrition that you just can't get outside of meat. Or it's biologically challenging, or too biologically not bioavailable. Like B6 and B12 and taurine and things like that just aren't bioavailable on non-meat sources. Whoa, Jurassic cult. Attacking immediately. Alright, everyone inside, please. How fast do you move? You probably aren't going to be enough. You're 4'8", I'm 5'0", so I outrun... Oh, actually, it's nighttime. You might be faster at nighttime. Let's... Spieler, hold the door. Just made it in. Woo! Close! Alright, I probably need more animals than that. Pissed off and rearing to roar. So let's... Oh, actually, you know what I could do? Is I can third-party them. Or, better yet, I'm just going to pop open my deadfall traps. I'm not going to mess with the raid. I'll just let them eat steel. Alright, red's probably pretty dead. Oh, very dead. I can guarantee it. I'm trying to lower the cost of using my defenses, so they're not expensive to reset. So what's funny about this is, in order to get to Ken here, I am keeping an eye on that Rex. In order to get to Ken, they have to go all the way around the gap in the walls, allowing me the opportunity to fire at even more of them. Oh god, he is so good at this. He just keeps hitting them. Oh, just... Yep, you're gone. And this is Jurassic cult. It's not a language I particularly care for to learn, because they're cultists that will never join me, or be allied. Ken, you're a little smelly, Belle. Oh my god. He's a monster. Ha! He's a monster! Bye now! Oh, jeez. Go tell your cult leaders not to come around here. Now, Ken needs a bath, but well done. Oh, and I guess we have a Kentrosaurus that that can be butchered. I think we're gonna need more space. These Rexes, what are they even eating? I haven't seen them hunt once. Trapdoors open again? Yes, and I don't really want the Rex coming through there. Good call. Alright, cool. It's stashed. Let's go ahead and expand. It'd be really funny if I got transport pods and just like, well, I actually don't know where any villages are, but transport podding all this like food to an ally. Like, here you go. Food from the sky. I am now your god. Oh, we're so close. So much work. I think just 2 tiles left. Rex is getting closer. Yes, it is. Oh, I struck iron again? There's nowhere for that meat to go. Alright, I have an idea. Doppy, you've been our cook, right? Let's go ahead and make fine vegetarian meals, because that's going to use up a lot more corn than not. Okay, so here's the test. Forbid the doors. And then try to leave. And if I can't leave, it's secured. No path. We're gone! So, all I need to do is kill Chunkingosaurus and a Ankylosaurus, and we have got a nature zone for the children. It was a hell of a project, but it's done now. So I'm going to keep them locked up inside for now until everything is totally finished. But yeah, we have expanded the base considerably. Why are you on top of one another? What the hell? It's going to make it impossible to hunt you guys. Rude. Edit the zones of party. I will once the 2 dinosaurs that are in here are killed. Because there's still a chance for random mad animals to go mad. And I don't want them to come to go mad and eat me. Or eat a child. So this zone needs to be completely clear of dinos. For me to feel safe. But it sure will make sourcing, oh, and maybe all the dead people buried. Here, children, I made a playground for you. Just ignore the corpses. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Jurassic Splashdown, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind this streamed one time only as a marathon. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Special thanks to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow survivors in this jungle world.